This is a flail that I made for Christmas for my son. I got it from Thingiverse. It's by Mrfritz. It is such a cool model. You print it in place on an FDM printer, and when you print 2 of those, that makes the flail head, and then you print the chain, it prints in place, and when you take it off, all the links are already done. It's good. I made a boss for the top and the bottom of my own from a whole bunch of files. I wanted it to be a little bit more stable, and I want a bit more decoration on it because it's going to be for a wall decoration. So I cobbled together a few things. Decided to turn the handle. Unfortunately, I didn't have a piece of timber any smaller than this, so there's an awful lot of sawdust on my floor of my room, and I had a bunch of time bringing it down. So once I got the handle to the sort of broomstick handle size that's comfortable, I then turned the ends a little bit shorter, a little bit thinner, and used a caliper to measure the inside of the bosses for the top and bottom, and then turn it to be the right thing, the right width, diameter. I chopped it off and then checked the fit for all of the pieces and gave a bit more sand when it needed sand. After I fitted the boss on that has the ring, I also had to mark it out and drill 2 holes in the end of it. That didn't happen on camera apparently. I'm sorry I also didn't take a video of the chain coming off, because that was really cool, and I had to do 3 of them, so I could have got it in one. It was dry fitting all of the bosses, making sure after they were sanded that they were good, and then I glued on the extra bits because I printed things, and some of them detached because I'd combined files. The skull fell out of inside the flame, and you'll see here in a minute, yes, it is blue tack that you see me put inside because I could not get it to stay for love or money. So I superglued some blue tack in, superglued the skull in, and then used the old baking soda and superglue method to weld absolutely the whole lot, and you can't shift it for love or money. When it was painted, I figured it wouldn't be a problem. I painted the plasticky bits with a flat black, and then I got a grey and sprayed it from a distance, and sort of didn't quite push the trigger down, so it spattered. I then glossed off and put a clear finish on the handle so that it would be good to hold, and it was going to be harder to do once things were painted and attached to it. Again, fitting everything now that it's glued together, making sure that it's going to be good right before I paint everything. And then I painted the bosses in the same manner that I painted the chains and the flails on the end. So it was a black and then a grey spattery coating straight away. I did it wet on wet. I bought them all inside, and then got a basic silver, just an acrylic art silver, and dry brushed over it. I wanted more of a leady, pewtery feel to it rather than an irony feel, so I didn't put any rust into it all. I just did the silver dry brush, and we'll assume that this knight has looked after and maintained his equipment, or maybe not used it ever. It might just be ceremonial. So that's what it looks like with the silvery bits on it. And then it was time to glue everything together, and I used super glue to glue the ring in place, but I used liquid nails to put the bosses on the end, partly to get it to give me a lot more contact. Because of the timber being timber, it's porous. This was a piece of camp floral tree which was cut down in our paddock, and I turned that. And then I got the terps and mineral turpentine and wiped off the excess and left it to dry outside. Once it was dry enough to handle and not fall apart, I took it out and hung it up, and then sprayed a coat of clear lacquer over all of it, just to make everything a little bit more brushable and durable. So that is the process of doing it. This is just a short video showing you how I do it. I made a couple of things for Christmas this year for my son's D&D Tavern to have as decoration, so later there'll be another build video with either all the Christmas things or the other sword that I made. So these are just the glamour shots. You can see how it turned out, and I'm really chuffed. Thank you to Mrfritz for making a flail and making it free on Thingiverse. It's been it's really cool. And this is the relative size, so that's the size of it compared to my hand in a second. So it's a good size. I did not try it out. I did not fling it around because I don't think it would last the distance. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this quick video has been fun for you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. See you later.